Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel for everything Arsenal and everything football. Thanks for being here. I hope you're all doing well. And yeah, we are back again with another video with Gooner Express. I'll come back to him, but as you can see on screen, you know what you're going to talk about. We will be talking about Xhaka's error, or was it Leno's error? Which one was it? Was it both of them? I've already put up a poll in the community tab. Just head over there and vote. Which one do you think it was? Was it Leno? Was it Xhaka? Was it both? Let me know. So what went wrong with this? What went wrong with this? We'll be dissecting every single angle with my guy, Gooner Express again. How are you? Have you calmed down after 6 hours later?
Yeah, but still my weekend is ruined thanks to Arsenal Football Club once again. But yeah, I'm good otherwise.
So obviously this is a game we knew we had to win if there was any chances for top six. Of course, I'm still just a bit less confident, but still have hopes because I was not talking about these games with Tottenham and West Ham and stuff. I was looking at the next 8 games after that, after the international break. But yeah, if you're dropping points against Burnley, you can drop points against any other team. So Granit Xhaka banned Leno. So let's talk about the error leading to the goal. So we'll start with Leno's angle. I'm going to express. So when Leno has the ball, or after he passes the ball to Xhaka, what are you thinking? Were you worried at all at that time?
No, not really. James from AFTV, I watched his interview and he said it quite perfectly, really. You can't blame Arteta or Leno for this goal because we do this all the time. You know, that's a normal thing. Like everybody says that Leno needs to boot it forward, hoof it long.
Yeah.
That's great saying that because you've conceded, but nobody was actually screaming for him to kick it long. Like, if we're being honest, like it's what we do. And as well, if we hoof it long all the goddamn time, which is what some people are saying we need to do, everybody just said, nobody likes that because then everybody compares us to Stoke. So at the end of the day, how does Leno win at this situation? Like, for me, he did nothing wrong. But yeah, I wasn't worried. The initial pass, I wasn't worried at all.
Yeah. So we've been doing this for close to 2 seasons now. I think even in the Emery days, we kind of started playing from the back. And I can count the number of times we've been caught out, maybe 4 or 5, less than 5. I remember the Watford one with Socrates and Guendouzi, the goal that should have been allowed anyway that season, the 2-2 draw against Watford last season. I think early on this season against Rapid Vienna, Leno was caught out and they scored in the Europa League. He gave away the ball to them. But that's basically it. I can't remember any other. So definitely I was not worried. Plus, I know it's very error-prone, Xhaka. But I'd say in terms of that backline, Xhaka is the one you'd want with the ball, right? Is it Xhaka or Partey or Luiz? Who would you want with that ball in that situation between those 3? Or Pablo Mari?
Out of the 4 between Mari, Luiz, Partey and Xhaka, Xhaka's the lowest one down for me. Partey, again, I said it before, he's calm, composed. And if he loses the ball, he'll go recover it or at least put pressure on the player to fumble it. Same with Luiz and Mari to an extent. But yeah, Granit Xhaka, I mean, do we need to bring this stat up again? Like, the most errors leading to a goal of any player in the Premier League since Granit Xhaka's been in the league, like 8 errors. And the thing is, that doesn't even include red cards. That doesn't include stupidity like that. So Xhaka, for me, probably has at least 14 errors that lead to missed points. It's
but
awful.
with that said, though, he can still pick a pass. Yes, he makes mistakes, but he can still pick a pass. So in that tight situation, you'd be like, definitely, like, he'll be able to chip that ball on top of Wood or someone, even if it isn't right. You'd think, that he would be able to do that easily, although he makes some errors. So let's see. So right before he received the ball, or when he was receiving the ball, I have the lines there from a different angle. You have very many options from there. You can, because that guy was not even that close to him. He was not that close to him. He was surrounded by, I think, 3 players. I don't know who the player on the right is, but yeah, that is already a dangerous situation because he's surrounded by 3 players. Yes, we don't want to be like Stoke, but the thing is, if Xhaka didn't call for it and then Leno gave it to him, that's fine. That's a mistake for Leno. But since he was the one who asked for it, fine. You still have the ball, or we still haven't made the mistake. That is fine. So Xhaka has the ball in that situation. What should he have done there, Gooner Express? Should he have given it back to Leno? Should he have turned? Because I've seen Jorginho against Liverpool recently, he turned that defender, turned that striker and like rolled into the midfield? Or would you have tried that same pass?
I mean, yeah, like you said, if Xhaka didn't want the ball and Leno still passes it, you can Leno then does get a part blame. Xhaka should still do better, but if he doesn't want the ball, you don't give him the ball. But as you said, Xhaka openly calls the ball. He comes towards Leno for it. So Leno's thought process is, oh, well, he surely knows that he's got 3 players surrounding him. He must have a plan. He must know what he's doing. And it's as if Xhaka didn't. And this is why I don't like the passing at the back under Mikel Arteta, because the players sometimes they get the ball and they don't know what to do with it. It's like, why are you passing around the back then? Just get rid of the ball. But I mean, for me, Xhaka had at least 3 or 4 options. There was he could have scooped it, but you can't see it on that picture. But Partey is right behind him. He could have scooped it around the defender.
Don't worry, we have every single different angle available. We have every single angle available.
He had so many. Yeah, there you go. Look, he could have scooped the ball around into Partey. He could have possibly even found the pass into what I think is Mari on the right side there. Again, Luiz, he's where Chambers usually was. Like, there's so many options.
Yeah, you can even give a corner. You can give the back to
Leno.
Exactly.
Exactly.
You can get a foul. You can get a foul.
Pass it back to Leno. Boot it out for even just boot it into Rosette. But as you said, Granit Xhaka's really good at holding up the ball and then going down, and he didn't even do that. So for me, it's weird. Like, it's not even for me a mistake. I kind of feel like, I know he hasn't done this, but I have a feeling that he's done it on purpose. Like, I keep getting these like little instances because I'm like, how, as a professional midfielder for Arsenal Football Club in the Premier League, do you have 6 or 7 options and you pick the wrong one? How do you manage that? You've got 6 to 7 options and you pick the wrong one. Like, it's as if he's done it on purpose, but I know he hasn't. I'm not saying he has. It was just a silly mistake, but
So he took a touch, and that put him in so much danger because at that time, in that picture, Luiz was free. Wood was nowhere close to Xhaka, nowhere close to Leno, nowhere close to Luiz. That's just a simple pass with the right foot, or give a throw in with your left foot if you wanted to go to your stronger foot. Earlier on, I'd said maybe it's because he had the ball on his right foot, but no, he actually had time to like relax and have the ball and look. He actually did look. He did like decipher where he was and where he could give a pass. And what he decided to do was to still go for it even when Wood was there. As HJ said in the reaction, Wood is a big guy. So in that situation, we've already said which kind of pass he should have made. Which one would you have gone for 100% for you if you were in that situation there?
If I was Granit Xhaka, I'm either A, going down for a foul, or I'm going to scoop it into Partey. Like, I'm just going to scoop the ball around the attacker and just pass it into him. But like you said about what HJ said about Chris Wood. Chris Wood is their target man, as in he's a tall, big, lanky, physical striker who's going to win a header. He's going to win the ball. He's going to be physical. And that's his job. That's what he's there at Burnley to do, is be that target man. So Xhaka trying to chip a target man is like, it's so unbelievably stupid. Like, you're trying to chip a target man whose job is to be tall, be physical, and win headers. It's like, what are you doing? I just don't, it was the worst option. And this is the thing. Some people say, oh, but it should have been a better chip. Yeah, it probably should have been, but he shouldn't have even tried it. It was so, look, even that picture there, he could have, like, the player just in between Wood and if you marked X, why has he not passed that ball there? It's an open ball. Like, what is he doing? I have no idea what he's doing, really.
Yeah. So it's terrible. So that definitely cost us, and giving away that ball then, it's very, very tough one to take as well. And it's not the first time happening. And then he's supposed to be the ball playing midfielder we have, but the mistakes are too many. As you said, even if I was giving him an excuse for being on his right foot, you should be able to be using both feet, because I've slandered Pepe for using one foot all the time. So that was very, very terrible. So which one would you vote for? Would you go for Leno, both, or just Louis, or just Xhaka 100% mistake?
Xhaka. Again, with the Leno one.
Yeah.
It's the fact that Xhaka had so many it's the fact for me that he's called for it. If Granit Xhaka wouldn't have called for it and Leno passes him it anyway, give Leno the blame. But Granit Xhaka wanted the ball, he got the ball, and then did nothing with it except like doing a stupidness. So yeah, it's all Granit Xhaka's fault. But what I will say as well, we now know it is Granit Xhaka's fault because he's come out and apologized saying it's completely his fault. And if you actually rewatch the game or rewatch that moment, he doesn't even like if he thought it was Leno's fault, he'd have gone to Leno and said, "What are you doing?" He didn't.
Yeah.
He had his head down. He knew it was his fault. So yeah, that's it. It was his fault. Like there's no other way of dictating it.
Yeah, really, really tough one to take. But thank you for that. Gooner Express. I'm hoping we won't be dissecting any more mistakes. We'll be dissecting beautiful goals from Saka and Aubameyang in the Europa League and stuff like that. But yeah, thank you. Make sure you subscribe to him at Gooner Express on YouTube and follow him on Twitter. It was scrolling down at the bottom. The links will be in the description. But yeah, thank you very much. And thank you for watching. It is disappointing. But yeah, keep staying safe. And I'll catch up with you guys later.